Bless, and I am back tonight to go over a topic that have been pending for days, for weeks now. I've actually thought about doing this video and I just haven't had the time to do a video, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this live. So hopefully if you're watching this, you do get to watch this live. So welcome first of all to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for joining the Being Your Own Boss Lifestyle channel with Sheikah Bless, which is me. I am super duper excited to have all of you, and I just can't I can't express my gratitude to everyone. I know I have a lot of people that have reached out to me on Facebook, on Instagram, and I'm just very appreciative of all the love and the support that you guys show on a daily basis. And I want to come in and talk today about this notary business and what it really costs, because a lot of people are watching my video. And please guys, thumbs up the video, share with family members or friends or people that you think may benefit from this video. So I am here. Hey, hey Ladybug. Hey, how are you? Hi Sash. So anyways, I want to come in and talk to you guys today about starting your own notary business. A lot of people, thank you for sharing the knowledge. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So a lot of people have been reaching out to me about, this whole $80 business startup thing. Like, how did you really do it? How long did it take? What can I expect? So I said, you know what, let me go on and kind of like do the math with everybody so you guys know exactly, what to expect. I don't want you guys to get into this whole thing and just believe that you're going to become a millionaire overnight. Not a millionaire yet. I aspire to be, but I'm not a millionaire yet. But I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I've done. What I did, I know I did my video of how I started my business with only $80. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth and tell you guys how you can find out, exactly what is required. Sasha says, mine and my hubby's commission certificate just came in the mail. Nervous. Do not be nervous. I promise you, most of the times this stuff is just going to just come to you. After doing a couple notaries, I would say after about 15, you're going to be a pro at doing notary. I mean, as long as you continuously build on your education, build on everything, you will pretty much master it. It is not as serious as a lot of people, make it out to be. Now, loan signing agents or notary signing agents, yes, that job can be a little tedious because you might see some things you've never seen before, but I can tell you, I've been a loan signing agent since 2016, and I've been a notary since 2016, and I've seen a lot of different things as well, but it is not as intimidating as, as time progresses, you get better at, being a notary, you get more familiar with documents, and you might even start educating people on documents. I talk to attorneys all day long, and sometimes I have to correct them. Sometimes I have to tell them like, hey, this is wrong, or hey, this needs fixing, or, things like that. And who would have thought, like, what? I'm correcting an attorney? Like, what? But anyways, guys, so it is a really, really good job. First, when I started off, as I told you guys in my previous video, when I started off, I basically started off part-time. So I started the notary thing as a supplement to my income, not my main income. And I really, really recommend this for people who are, not sure if this is your first time getting into it. You want to start off, yes, get your loan signing agent. I'm in the state of Florida. I'm a mobile notary, loan signing agent and a remote notary in Florida. There's not a lot of states that allow remote notary. Matter of fact, I'll put some in the description box, the states that allow remote notary, so that if you can do remote notary, that's a good thing, especially during the pandemic. So, if you, as I mentioned, when I started off this whole thing, I basically, I started it off part-time. So I didn't put too much into it, in the beginning. It's just basically, okay, I want to see how far this can go. I want to see, what I can gain from it. So I didn't really put too much time into it. But as time progressed, I realized that if I did put some time into it, I can make it a full-time job. I can do this full-time. I can pay my bills from it. I can do everything from it. So being a notary, I'm going to first start talking about what the breakdown is initially to start up, because a lot of people are thinking that it can't be that little to just start off. Yes, it is that little. A matter of fact, there's multiple people that can attest to that. It is small. It's not a lot. Okay. So first, let's talk about all the things that you need. And again, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited for all the people who have subscribed, because I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me. I'm going to share the knowledge and the experiences with you so that you know what to do. Because a lot of people, especially in this day and age, especially in this time in 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, they cannot work. They can't do the things that they normally would do. I know that some states are opening back up and some are still, shut down. So a lot of people are depending on, side jobs, Uber or Lyft or, different things to try to supplement their income just so they can get by. So this is definitely something I recommend. If you're trying to supplement your income, you need to know how much you're going to invest. Now, truth be told, this is all I invested was $80 initially. All I had was, in the state of Florida, a notary is required to have a notary bond. The notary bond is currently $7,500. Sounds like a lot of money, but it's a bond. The bond itself is probably about $30 or $40 for 4 years. And then the application to become a notary, I think, is $39. So when you add that $39 plus the $40 for your bond, you end up with paying about $69, $69, $79, depending on what deals they have going on to get your notary, right? So, hey, Linda, how do you deal with signing services offering $30? I don't deal with them. I'm going to just tell you the truth. I don't take those calls, because the minute you start taking those jobs for $30 and $20 and $10, you're basically setting your standards so low that you become the dollar store person. And I hate to say it like this. I mean, no offense to anybody who shop at the dollar store, but they pretty much figure that you're the cheap person. So they're going to keep texting you with $30 jobs. Absolutely not. I don't deal with them. And Miss Alpha Lady says, how do you get clients? All right. So we're kicking tonight. All right. So first and foremost, I'm going to answer that question for you. I promise, of how I get clients. I'm going to tell you guys all about all of that. All right. So first and foremost, I'm going to just tell you what you need to become a notary. All right. So what you need to become a notary is pretty much you need to not have like a felony record. For most states, you just need to be 18, not have a felony. You're required to get a notary commission through your state, or some people have to go through the state and then the local government. But that's all you're basically required to do. Some states require that you get a notary bond. The notary bonds are very inexpensive. Your notary commission, when you apply, it normally lasts you for about anywhere between 4 and 10 years. South Carolina actually have 10 years on their notaries. Wish Florida was like that. But anyways, so that's pretty much all you need. You just need your stamp. You need your commission. That's it. So the investment, depending on where you are, can be anywhere between 100. I would say, well, not 100, because mine was less than 100. The investment to become a notary is about anywhere from $69 or $79 all the way to about $250, depending on the state that you're in. You can get errors and omissions insurance, but that is optional. That is something you can choose to do or not to do. It's not required. So errors and omissions insurance run from, the lowest I've seen is $26 for 1 year. I mean, 1 year of insurance for $26, and it covers you for up to $25,000. So just think about all these things. You're investing anywhere between $69 to about $250 to become a notary, or more depending on what you add. All right. So that is the true math. Now, let's talk about when you get your notary commission. You get your stamp, you get your commission. Now, what do you do? And when I tell people what I do, they just look at me with, like blank stare, like, really? That's all you did? Yes, that's all I did. So how I get clients, let me share that. How I get clients is I first started out by word of mouth. So I need to tell everybody I know. I put it on Facebook, I put it on Instagram, I put it on Snapchat, I put everywhere, hey, I'm a notary. So people know that I'm a notary. That's just between family and friends. Then I took it up a notch. I went and I created a Google My Business page. And Google My Business, you do not have to have a registered business like a LLC. Most notaries, when they start off, they are sole proprietorship, so they don't have a LLC. You don't have to have an office building. When I started off doing notary, I was doing mobile notary service. And mobile notary service is quite simple, quite easy. They call you, you give them, you find out what it is they need to get notarized. I'll tell you guys a trick. When I first started notarizing, I used to ask what kind of document it is that they're getting notarized, and then I would Google the document before I go, just so I can see what the document looked like. That's one trick that I used when I first started. So this is how I basically got the clients. So number one, word of mouth, telling family and friends, hey, I'm a notary, just in case they know someone that needs a notary. I put it on Facebook, Instagram, all over social media. Hey, I'm a notary. Then I went and established a Google My Business page. Now, let me tell you guys that are sole proprietors this. If you do not have an office building, you can still have a Google My Business page. Google is just going to require an address for them to send you a confirmation to verify your business, which is not very hard. You guys can literally Google how to set up Google My Business, or you can search for it on YouTube and you'll see tons of videos on how to do it. It's very simple, very easy. If you have a mobile business, it doesn't matter. It's still okay. All right. So once I posted it on Google My Business, believe it or not, when people search for notaries in my area, that's how they found me. I used to just get calls like, hey, is this a notary? Can I get something notarized? And I was like, what? Is this a real call? Like, it's a prank? But no, that's how people were finding me. In my area, they were typing in notary and I would show up on Google Maps. And then they would call and just ask, hey, do you notarize, and so on and so forth, right? That was the beginning. So those calls would come initially, like the first month or two. It wasn't a lot, to be quite honest. For 1 month, I probably got somewhere between 10 to 15. So I was not satisfied. So my next step to get more clients was I started doing some research online to find out what can I do to get more clients? Like what can I do? So I was reading up all different types of information, trying to figure out, hey, how am I going to get these clients? So another idea that I came up with is I kept getting flyers in the mail. I don't know if you guys ever get like the Mint magazine. If you live in Florida, you get like the Mint magazine. Sometimes you get the little coupon packets and whatever. So I thought to myself, what if I send out postcards? What if I send out little postcards to different areas? But then I thought to myself, who needs a notary? Like, who would I send it to? So guys, let me tell you what I did. I went on Google, and in the state of Florida, a minor that is under the age, minors, they're under the age of 18. If they need to get piercings or if they need to get a tattoo, they have to get a notarized parental consent form. So what I did was I instantly Googled all the tattoo shops that were within a 10 to 15 mile radius from where I lived at the time. So I Googled all the tattoo shops because I know it's a Florida law. Somebody is going to get a piercing that is under 18 and somebody's going to get a tattoo that is under 18. So that's what I did. Initially, I targeted the tattoo shops. I sent out little postcards. I designed them on Vistaprint, very inexpensive, probably cost me about $30. They're 4x6 in size. For those of you who really want to, know exactly what I sent, they're 4x6 postcards that I sent out. I ordered them from Vistaprint. I got about 100 the first time. And then I targeted the tattoo shops. So I sent out postcards to the tattoo shops, and then I waited about 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't send the whole 100 because I didn't have 100 tattoo shops. So I sent out probably somewhere between, I would say 15 to 20. I didn't really get a lot of calls. So every time, guys, let me tell you this, avoid a mistake that I made in the beginning. When you're a brand new notary, you want to pace yourself. So every time you put something out there to market yourself, pace yourself. Give it a week or two to see what happens. When you're doing mail, give it about 3 weeks. So when you mail postcards, give it about 3 weeks before the calls start coming in. One of the hot things about my company, one of the things that make a huge difference and stand out with everyone else is that I offer 24-hour service. No, I've never been out at 3 a.m. The latest I've been out is probably like 2, I think, to the hospital. And I've actually been out around 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning at the hospital too. That's another thing. A lot of people do not know that people that are in nursing homes, hospitals, hospice care, memory care, assisted living facilities, all these people are people that they cannot go out and they need notary services. Sometimes these companies will have notaries on site. The notary will come once or twice a week. That's it. So for example, if they need to get a power of attorney done, and trust me, hospitals and nursing homes, power attorneys all day, every day. So if you ever get one from a nursing home or hospital, if you mark it there, you'll notice that most of what they're going to ask you for is going to be power of attorney. Another one is the healthcare surrogate. These are things that you're going to see from the hospitals and the nursing homes. So when they call you and they say, hey, I want to get something notarized, you ask them, what kind of document are you trying to get notarized? They say, oh, I have a living will, or oh, I have a power of attorney. Straight to Google after you get done confirming the appointment, setting up everything. Go straight to Google the document if you're a new notary, and look at it so you can familiarize yourself with it. All right. So nursing homes, hospitals, hospice care, I started there as well. And I got clients from there. I actually went in person to some of them and dropped off business cards. Business cards are always on sale on Vistaprint. It's like 500. One time I think I paid 500. I got 500 for like $10 and I paid shipping or something like that. So you never know. They always have sales. So stock up on business cards so you can hand them out. You can also walk into the tattoo shops if you don't want to send out mail, pay. By the way, those 4x6 cards, they cost 37 cents each to mail out. So if you're sending it out, you're going to be paying 37 cents for each postcard. For me, that's nothing. 10 times 37 cents is $3.70. So if I send 10, that's less than $5. I would gladly do it. Okay. Just so I can build on my business. So, nursing homes, hospital, hospice, memory care. The hospitals are a little complicated. What I normally do is go to the hospital, ask the information desk. When you go in, they have like their little information people. Ask them, if there's a social worker or anyone there that you can talk to, that you're a notary and you offer mobile services and you would want to know if you can leave your card. Sometimes the information desk themselves will take your card. Sometimes they will call someone and have you go sit with the person or whatever. Okay, so hospitals, nursing homes, hospice, memory care, assisted living facilities. Those are people that cannot go out to the bank. Well, some of them can, some of them cannot. More than likely they can't. So they need someone to come to them. Yes, they will have notaries on site. The notaries are not normally there every single day. So you want to make sure that you present yourself to them. Also dress professionally when you're going out. I'm not saying wear a suit and tie, but just dress nicely. If you want to wear a polo shirt with your company logo, you can do that. Just dress nicely and be very, very, very polite when you go out. Be very nice, because that whole your whole brand is what they're going to be looking at when they see you. All right. So anyways, I would go out to the nursing homes and stuff like that, and I would just go into information just like I do at the hospital, and I would say, hi, hello, hi, I'm Miss McDonald. I'm a new notary in the area. Do you mind if I leave some cards? I do mobile services, and I will come out to you, so on and so forth. And they would say, yes, awesome, absolutely. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, when I first started out, I was a little scared of going in certain areas, and I'm telling you guys this because you might be too. So I would target specific areas that I know I was comfortable working in, regardless of the time, day or night. Okay. So if you're not comfortable, remember a mobile call. Absolutely, Linda. I'll go over how I come up with my fees in just a sec. When you're doing mobile calls, you're going to the client. So you're going to the hospital, you're going to the nursing home, you're going to their home. To be honest, if it wasn't their home, hospital, one of those things, I would tell them to meet me at like Starbucks, Dunkin's Donut, public places where I can sit McDonald's one time. I didn't really like that one, but you can come up with different places that you want to meet. What you do is you want to take a look around your area as a mobile notary and find locations that are not very far from your home. The reason for that is you can use it as your starting point of where you're going to start charging for travel. I don't charge for travel from my driveway. I charge for travel from the closest cross street to my home. That's how I did it before. Now I charge for travel from my office, not from my home. My office is not too far from my home anyways. So, so anyways, that's what I would do. Go out to these places, be very nice. Hi, good morning. I'm a new notary in the area. I do mobile services. If any of your patients need, mobile notary, please don't hesitate to call me. I'm 24 hours. Is it okay if I leave some of my cards, so on and so forth? And they'll say, yes, absolutely. Trust me. Most of them love it because assisted living and these kind of like senior communities, they like to, especially the ones that are in like really nice neighborhoods, really nice areas, they want to know that they can provide sort of like a concierge type deal to all of their people that are there. The ones that are more upscale, they're pretty much like, to be honest with you, like with some of them now, I'm on like a first name basis with them because I've been there so many times that they've seen me. Even the patients, they know me. Some of them are people that are, some of them, they can't talk. They'll wave to me. They'll get excited when they see me because I've been going there so long. They know me. So, you kind of become a whole part of the community. So you want to be very, very nice, very professional. And when you go, just remember that you're the brand. That's the best way I can put it. And choose wisely where you're going to go. If I hate to say it like this, if you know that there's a hood down the street and you're going to meet someone in the hood, you might not want to meet them in their home if they live in an area that is not very safe. All right. So I'm going to put it, I don't want to sound prejudiced or anything like that, but that's just for safety reasons, because if you know an area is not safe, you don't want to just go in someone's home. And especially if you're a female, you're in there, you don't know who's on the inside. Just be very cautious of that. I was cautious with it. I'm still very cautious with it. I won't just show up at anyone's house. Okay. I will tell them to come outside, whatever I have to do, but I will never, ever get caught up in a certain neighborhood being inside of someone's home, especially if I see a lot of people hanging out and all this stuff. Nope, absolutely not. I literally have zip codes that I know that it's a no-go for me, or if it's a go at Starbucks or Dunkin's Donut or somewhere that is, out in the open. And also most of these places like Dunkin's Donut, they're 24 hours as well. So that's okay. I used to also go to Walmart. Absolutely. I went to Walmart, and Walmart, the McDonald's on the inside of Walmart, like the 24-hour Walmart. Well, I don't know about the whole COVID thing in Walmart now, but I used to go on the inside and then sit at the McDonald's when I go to Walmart. So if I meet a client at Walmart, I'm not going to meet them in a parking lot. Absolutely not, because they grab my bag and they can leave, So I'm always strategically thinking about all of this stuff before I go out. So if I go to Walmart, I meet the client on the inside of Walmart at the McDonald's or whatever is on the inside. Sometimes they have a bank, whatever. Just become very familiar with your area when you're doing mobile notary. All right. So again, to answer the question earlier, how I get clients, I send out postcards, I drop off business cards, and I basically target places that I know would need a notary. Hospitals, nursing home, hospice care, assisted living facilities. One of the best partners, well, not really partners, but I guess I can call it partners. One of the best places that I go to on a regular basis, I'm in North Florida in Jacksonville, is the Mayo Clinic. They are absolutely amazing. The staff is very friendly. They're extremely nice. If I need a witness on a power of attorney, they can, they're open to allowing me to go wander off and find witnesses. They're just awesome. I just like the environment. They're very, very professional, very nice. And how do I say it? My clients there, they tip well. So it's one of my favorite spots. So if you're in North Florida, it's okay if I see you in the hallway doing your thing at the Mayo Clinic. I'm telling you, people there will definitely treat you nicely. I like it. Linda says, especially if you're going out at night. Absolutely. I don't go out late without, planning before I go out. So when you get the first call, I'm telling you, nerves is going to take control. Your nerves is going to go left, right, and center, and you're going to try to figure out, like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I say? First of all, hello, good evening. Hey, I want to get something notarized. Can you guys do that? Absolutely. We offer mobile service. We can come to you. Where would you like to meet? And that's how I do it, right? Coupon Cord says, do you recommend taking any various training courses that are out now? To be quite honest with you, this is how I look at the whole notary thing. Notary is a whole different ball game from notary signing agent. As a notary public, you're coming across just generic stuff. I say generic because it's kind of repetitive. Power of attorney, will, acknowledgments, jurats, things like that. If you do marriages, you do marriages. It's kind of common. On the notary side, you'll see kind of like you'll become very, very good at it the more you do it. Notary signing agent, on the other hand, yes, I recommend doing some type of training. The reason for that is because the documents sometimes are prepared by a little bit more, they can be a little bit more complicated. The wording can be different and it will throw you off a little bit. So I do recommend taking, furthering your education as far as notary signing agent. If you're a notary, brand new notary, and you don't know how to fill out a notary acknowledgement or how to actually perform a notary act, you most definitely need to do some type of training. I know that some states, for example, the state of South Carolina, does not have an official training class for notaries. Florida does. It's a 3-hour class. Actually, the classes, to be honest with you, they more so teach you about the laws and the rules, which you do need to know, but they don't teach you a lot about how to actually write. What do I put when it says state? If it has the wrong state, what do I do? If it says county and it already has something printed and that's not the county that I'm in, what do I do? That's the type of stuff that you need. First year notaries, I absolutely positively recommend a mentor. I have a lot of people that started off, I started mentoring about a year ago, and I have some people that are still with me, that are still, every now and then I'll get a phone call or a text message saying, hey, Shika, do you know what this is? Can you help me with this? I recommend having a mentor or having an experienced notary that you can call at any particular time. You guys are more than welcome to join our platform. We offer mentorship on sbntgroup.com. The mentorship is basically to tell you kind of explain to you the difference between a notary signing agent, and give you different tools and things to help you. We have a sample of the pricing of how we, determine what we're going to charge. That's another question I'm going to answer, is how to determine what you're going to charge, what your fee structure should look like. We also show you sample documents. If we come across anything new, we upload it to the platform so in the event you see it. We kind of go over how to set up your Google My Business and some tips and things that you can do to kind of build on your skills as a notary. You never become a master when you're a notary. You never do. You think you're a master until an attorney types up a document and you're completely thrown off because they choose wordings that are like from the first ever written Shakespeare novel, and it's like thee, thous, and you're like, what in the world are they saying here? You can't figure it out. So the minute you think that you know a lot, like, hey, I know everything, that's the day you're going to get a document that is written in English from 1756 and you're trying to figure out what they're saying. So expand your knowledge. I do recommend getting additional training. Some of the places, as I mentioned, we do mentorship on sbntgroup.com. I can put a link down below. The prices are there. It's a monthly membership, one-time payment of $100, and then monthly membership of $11.99 per month. We do monthly member meetings. Hey, peppermint tea. So we do monthly member meetings. We have a forum. The forum is where you can go to find information, download information, and also it takes you to links to different places that you can go to. There's videos on there that you can watch, pre-recorded by myself, teaching you about different things, what notaries do, what notary signing agents do, how to complete certain documents and sample documents that you might see at a loan closing. We also have a practice exam that you can take for the loan signing agent exam. So far, we have 100% success rate for all the people who actually do, what was I saying? I was reading Andre Hatchett something. One second. I don't know why I just stopped to Victorious. I don't know why I just paused my trail of thought. You guys are probably going to have to remind me of that. What's your website? It's sbntgroup.com. So Sam, Boy, Nancy, Travis, group.com. So sbntgroup.com. Big Sash says, Texas doesn't have a training course, which is part of the reason why I'm nervous. I did purchase an all-inclusive course from Andre Hatchett. Yes. Wow. Yes. He is up there with the price. And I've heard a lot of good things. A partner of mine actually went through Andre Hatchett through his training, and it's okay. I would never speak bad about anyone else because all they're doing is basically sharing their knowledge. So I will never say it's not worth it or it's not good. I didn't personally take it. From what I've heard from him, it's pretty much similar to some of the things that we offer. So, it's to each his own. But yes, I've heard about Andre Hatchett. I've also heard about some other people that are doing great things, the notary coach and things like that. So yes, there are a lot out there, but when you're just starting out, to be quite honest, $1,300 is most definitely not something I would recommend because whatever it is that you're going to do is going to take you some time to build, and you can use 1,000 of that $1,300 to help advertise and put your business out there instead of investing so much money into notary because it's going to take you time to actually build that revenue back up. Let's see. Linda says, do you have any mentors for Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or just in Florida? I mentor people from all over. I have people I mentor in Tennessee, in Texas, in Louisiana, Florida, of course, yes. Georgia, of course. South Carolina, yes. North Carolina, yes. Pretty much I have people all over that I mentor. The only state I don't have anyone in is New York, I think. Well, New York and Alaska. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Alaska, but I don't have anyone there, but I mentor people from everywhere else. Do you have people from Georgia that you mentor? Yes, I do. I actually do. Majority of the people I mentor are basically in the South, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee is most of the people I mentor, but I mentor a lot of people. Regardless of where you are, to be quite honest, I keep a library of what the different notary laws and rules are. So for example, if you're in Texas and you want to say, hey, I need some help with this document, I will go straight to the Texas notary law and help you with the document. That's pretty much it. And advertising and everything like that works the same way. You just have to get to know your area, get to know, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Salva says the NNA is $249 to be trained. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. If you're a person that can pretty much grasp information like this easily, you don't have to pay $249. A matter of fact, the people that are on our platform, we give you what the National Notary Association tests you on. So we give you the information that they're going to test you on, and the test is an open book test. Once you have what they're going to test you on, literally on the test question itself, if you click more info or something, I forgot what that little link is, it will tell you exactly where to go in that packet that will tell you the answer to your question. A lot of people don't know that. Right on the actual exam. So for me, to be quite honest, I tell everyone, if you are, I don't see, I hate to say it this way because I know somebody's going to say, well, I did it this way and I still didn't. But anyhow, if you're a person that can grasp information easily, you can do the $65 through the National Notary, or $69, which is just a background check and the exam. The good thing about our platform is we tell you what they're going to test you on. And literally when you get on the test, each question, there's like a little more info. Oh gosh, I can't remember if it says more info or see info or see details or something. If you click it, it tells you literally where to go to find the answer. We still have the practice test because we want you guys to know what to do. We still give you the information to study. But to me, I wouldn't pay $249 to do that. But they do have some information that they give you. They give you like, I think some little extra perks with it, the NNA. But if you're a person that really needs to like get, training, like it's in front of you, but you need someone to really go over it, I would recommend you do it. Just don't even try. If you're not someone that can grasp it quickly, don't cheat yourself by not paying. And then you're going to say like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do on this test, or I'm looking at it, but I don't know. Let me see. Big Sash says, I hated putting in my card number. Trust me, that 13 is wow. I don't think I would have done it because, not no. Okay. That's all I'm going to say on that. Ms. Linda said, the reason I ask is because the forms can vary. Okay, you just answered my question. Yes. Yes. But the thing is, the more you guys get into notary signing, you'll realize that there is no one that has a question. The answer to every question. It's just basically going to be kind of like, you live and you learn kind of deal. So you'll see something, you could be a notary signing agent for 15 years, right? And then you see something pop up that an attorney just typed up and it's completely different, it's off, so it's kind of hard to say. I would say, to be quite honest with you, a mentor to me is more valuable than any of these other trainings because of the fact that outside of what you see on the training, if you don't know what to do and how to read and how to understand notary language, you're still going to get stuck. You're still going to have moments when you're like, should I put my stamp on here or should I not put my stamp? A lot of people don't even know. A lot of notaries out here do not know. Let me answer I'm going to answer you guys' question in 1 sec. A lot of notaries do not know that you cannot, in most states, apply your notary stamp to a document that doesn't have proper notary language. When you say to some people notary language, you're like, what? What's notary? What do you mean? Like, what's notary language? Like, for example, it needs to say what state it happened in, what county, so that they can determine what the jurisdiction is. It needs to identify the individual. It needs to, especially in the state of Florida, you have to identify whether or not the person appeared in front of you physically or if you did it online. It needs to identify whether or not you personally know this individual or if they produced identification. It needs to have the date that it happened and also your signature. And you also want to pay attention to the wording to make sure you're not trying to notarize your own signature. Some documents are worded tricky. Sometimes you're thinking you're notarizing the person's signature, but when you read it correctly, you realize that it wants the notary to notarize their own signature. A lot of people don't know that we can't do that. We're notaries to notarize other people's signatures, not ours. It's illegal. So to be quite honest with you, the money that you're going to spend on anything, put a bulk of it in trying to get a mentor, someone that can help you along the way. Not because notary is not an open and closed door. So it's not like you're going to just hop in, learn everything, go out and do it. Absolutely not. The minute you think you know everything is when it's going to turn around and someone's going to say, can you notarize this, please? And then you're like, what is this? That's how it goes here. So I would say spend most of that into getting a mentor, not into just doing expensive classes. If these classes have a mentor or a forum or platform where you can go to get help, absolutely, I give it 2 thumbs up. Whoever it is, just be careful how much you're paying. Let's see. Now I have questions. Do you do fingerprinting? Yes, I don't currently do fingerprinting in Florida, but my partner office in North Carolina, yes, we do fingerprinting. We do fingerprint rolling and we're starting live scan pretty soon. So yes, we're doing fingerprinting. We're actually going to start teaching fingerprinting in the near future, because a lot of people are asking about fingerprinting. We're going to start doing that. Well, not we, my partner is actually going to be the one to do the fingerprint training, because I'm not currently doing fingerprinting. I'm too scared. When people are doing the fingerprint, you know, the cards, I have to stand close to them and hold their hands, COVID and stuff. So, you know, just can't do it. I'm too nervous. I will have a mask, a face shield, PPE. I will cover my hair. I'm too anxious and too nervous to do that. So anyways, let's see. Yes, fingerprinting, my partner does. So I do know a lot about fingerprinting by default. Where is a reasonable place to buy toner? Amazon. And don't be afraid to try the knockoff toner. For example, when I say knockoff toner, meaning put in the brand and the, you know, number for your toner, and whatever comes up, look at the reviews. If you see one with a 4-star or more that is the off-brand, don't be afraid, because my toner is off-brand. Okay, and it works perfectly. It doesn't run. It doesn't look crazy. So definitely. You're welcome, Big Sash. Let's see. Do you just have mentorship that we can pay for without buying your course? If so, how much? To be quite honest, the mentorship and the course is kind of, I would say, like bottled up together, because it's not so much so a course that you're doing, because it's not like a state course. It's just mainly explaining to you what your duties are as a notary, what you can and cannot do, what a notary is, and then basically goes into teaching you about the different things that you notarize, the things you will come across and things like that. So it's $100 down. We might be doing a promotion. We always do one in the fall, so we might be doing a promotion soon. We had one in the summer, but it's $100 down and then $11.99 per month. So that is what we charge for mentoring. That gives you access to the platform and a lot of things. I'm going to try to do a video to give you guys a little sneak peek of what the platform looks like. I'm a little kind of like, oh gosh, but if I show them the platform, because there's a lot of information on there. There's signing agents. There's information for signing agents, like what companies to sign up for to get, you know, notary signing agent jobs. There's also what to send to the signing companies when you're signing up, how to sign up with signing companies. There's a lot of information on there, to be quite honest. There's also a questions form, so you can go in and ask questions. Even some of our members now don't even know that there's so much information available in the forum. So this weekend, I actually had to show some of our tax preparers all the information that's available, because they're not really aware. A lot of things are on that platform. Let's see. Okay, you're going to be my mentor. I'll be scanning you my dogs. Trust me, Miranda can tell you I've had messages, text messages, pictures. I talk about it all the time, different places. I have people send me text messages. They're like, hey, Sheikah, I'm with this client. Literally, they're low-key taking a picture of the document, like, what do I put here? And I don't mind. It's basically, it just comes with the territory of being a mentor. And I do call to follow up on people. Since the pandemic, I have not been able to do too much of that because I've been slammed with notary, because most people are closed. The banks are short staffed, so I've been slammed with notary. My partner as well, the Charlotte office is, we're starting a notary directory. So we're going to start looking for notaries locally, Charlotte, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida, and Georgia. So those 4 states we're going to do, because we have business in all of those states, and we would love to kind of like send that traffic to some of our members, some of our people that we mentor, so that when we're not available, they can cover. And it looks good for both of us. They make money, and we get to keep our good name that we help the customer find someone. Let's see. Miss Alpha Lady says, I'm a notary public already, but taking signing agent course from National Notary. That's cool. That's fine. I started off with them as well. I didn't do the 249, but I'm one of those people that will just get it like that. Let's see. You guys want your money back from who exactly? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the get rich quick thing is definitely no, it's not. Awesome, Natasha. I'm going to put a link, guys, for my platform so you guys can sign up for mentorship. I get calls. As a matter of fact, the other day, my partner was asking me, like, you're getting calls from some people that are not your, like, you don't even train them. They're not in your mentorship program, but you're giving them so much information. He's like, what is your deal? Like, that's not fair. So I was kind of laughing, like, I try to help everyone. It's just my nature. It's just how I am, So I would get calls from people ask questions and they're not members of the platform. And my partner would go, oh gosh, here she goes again. I like to help people. I want to tell people, hey, go out there and do your thing. There's a lot you can do. Do not stay home and just sit there thinking that this, not. No, you need to get out and do something. You can start small now. I started off 4 years ago with Notary, and believe me, I haven't regretted it one day. And the good thing is, when I first started off, I liked the fact that I was getting paid right then. I didn't like the signing agent part, because signing agents, you don't get paid until like some companies will pay you on the 15th and the 30th. Some pay you 30 days after you've done the signing. I didn't like that. I wanted cash up front now in my hand. So when I first started signing agent, I was like, I can't. Let me see. Danielle says, hey everyone, I'm in Charlotte taking course and exam on Tuesday. I'm so excited. We'll definitely be looking into. Absolutely, Sonia. And we will love to have you. We would love to have you as a notary. We can put on our directory and, backup notary. That is awesome. Are you from the Caribbean? Yes, I was born in Jamaica, raised in Miami. I do have Afro-Caribbean background. So yes. Is that such a thing? Afro-Caribbean? I don't know. But I got a lot of things going on in my background. But I was born in Jamaica, raised in Miami. And now I live in Jacksonville. Been in Jacksonville for about 17, going on 18 years now. But I was originally raised down south. Well, South Florida. So yes, I am island girl by birth. Absolutely. All right. So guys, again, notary, to do the math, because a lot of people are asking, how much should I invest? Starting your notary business, you don't need an LLC right offhand. So I wouldn't say invest in that. So that takes away a chunk of money from what you would invest. Sole proprietorship is what I would aim for. Later on, when your business picks up, which is what I did, when your business pick up, you can definitely switch over to LLC, but you don't want to, if you can start off LLC, if you're balling like that, you have the money, you can register, you can do it now, absolutely go ahead and do it. If not, then you don't need it. It's not going to make or break your business, to be quite honest. The good thing is, as a notary services are not taxable federal tax, okay? So there's no point in registering a notary business unless you really, really have a stable, structured business and you're getting business every day. Another thing is, if you're doing an LLC, you might have to get an office. If you're getting an office to start and you don't even have a client yet, like clientele or client base yet, you're just wasting money. Don't do it. Just take my advice. Don't do it. Okay. Just give it a few months until you pick up pace. This is another thing that worked for me in the beginning. Get your clients to give you reviews on Google. Matter of fact, get anybody to give you reviews on Google. I don't care where you get it from, because customers look for people that are providing quality service, that are rated 5-star or 4 stars on Google. They definitely will not look at you with a side eye if you have anything less than 4 stars. I can tell you that, okay, from experience. There's a lot of people around me that are big companies. Like, for example, one of those companies is the UPS store. And in my area, most of them have like 2.5, 2 stars, and people will pass them and come straight to me. So yes, you want to do your Google reviews on your Google My Business page. Ask for reviews when you do anything for clients. Do everything to get a 5-star, because 5 stars was going to actually stand out. That's another thing that helped me. I do have a lot more information. Oh my gosh, I just realized it's too much in my brain. So for those of you who do decide to join the mentorship, yes, absolutely, I'll be more than happy to have you. If you're having trouble, the people who have actually been with me, Miranda's been with me for a long time, almost a year now. Miranda's been with me for a while, so she knows. There's a couple people on the Facebook group. I'll put a link to the Facebook group that have been with me for a while too. When I say for a while, they've been with me a year or close to a year or a little bit over a year. I do have a few people locally that I filter business to their business as well. For example, I have A&S Mobile Notary that's here in Jacksonville that is run by my lovely subcontract partner. I don't know what to call her, but her name is Ashley, and she does that here in Jacksonville. She is awesome. And when I have an overflow of clients, or when I can't assist my clients because sometimes I'm traveling from state to state, I basically send the clients to her, and she is awesome. So if you're in this North Florida area, Jacksonville to be specific, or St. Augustine, or anywhere in North Florida, definitely comment below, let me know. I would definitely love to add you to our upcoming directory. If you're in Georgia, South Carolina, or even North Carolina, we have an office in North Carolina. So if you're a notary in North Carolina, definitely let us know so that we can put your name on the list. Yes, I do mentor in Texas. I don't know, let me just tell you guys one more time. I don't discriminate. I mentor people everywhere. So anywhere in the United States, I won't say everywhere, so don't call me from like Cuba or something, like I don't know the laws there, but you guys understand what I mean. I mentor in all 50 states. I'm a remote notary. That means I notarize documents all over the country from here, live from here, you know, in the state of Florida. So remote notary, what I do is I get on Doc Verify, get on a live audio video camera, and I notarize documents anywhere in the US. So if I'm talking to someone in, you know, Texas, Tennessee, California, they can upload their documents, and then they basically have a live chat with me. I have another remote notary. I don't think, yeah, I have one. No, I actually have 4 other remote notaries that I mentor. So 2 of them actually just recently became remote notaries, but yes, I have 4 remote notaries that I mentor. Remote notary is brand new, but it's awesome because you just sit there and literally just say, oh, okay, do you agree with this? Do you understand the document? You know, do you swear or affirm that the information provided in this document is true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Yes. Okay, awesome. Boom, you just click, 2 clicks. You know, you just click, and then that's it. You're notarized, you're done. You hit done, it disconnects the video, and it sends them an email with their notarized document, and it takes the information that they entered when they're coming in, and it puts it in your notary journal. It is too awesome, I'm telling you. So that's another thing that I mentor for. I personally wish I did it more because the service fee is $24, and then you charge $10 for each stamp. So if someone had one document that they needed to notarize, you can notarize it at home. Being a remote notary, for example, in Florida, Florida's fee is $10 for notaries. You make $34 for one. So just imagine if you have 10 in a day, and that's $340 bucks just sitting at home doing webcam notarization. That takes probably about 5, maybe 10 minutes at most. If you have a client that is not very technology savvy, don't even attempt to do remote notary, okay? Unless you have to, but be prepared to be on that computer with them for a long time. I've had clients that I've had to get on the phone with them while they're trying to verify their ID, and then stay on the phone throughout the whole notarization process, which is woosah is all I'm going to say, because I'm not technical support. I'm literally just a notary, and you know, it's I'm going to hold the comment on that. Just be aware that your client needs to have some kind of technical knowledge before they do remote notary. That's all I can tell you, but it's good money if you get to do it. So just imagine you go to work. Say, for example, you have a regular 9-to-5 job. Let me get my calculator out because I like to do numbers with people, because I like to show them that they're worth so much more if they just put some time and effort into investing in themselves, right? Say you're making $15 an hour, right? You're thinking, hey, I'm making $15 an hour. Sheikah, like, why do I need to do notary? I'm good. You're making $15 an hour, and you're working, I would say 40-hour weeks, right? So you're making, so 40 hours is what you're working, right? 15 an hour, that comes out to be $600, right? Now let's talk about that $600 for the week of working for 40 hours, probably driving to work, or you're glued to your desk at home doing remote work, right? Now, let's flip the switch. Say you're a remote notary and you're doing about 20 remote notary transactions a week, and they average about $34 each. that comes out to be $680. And that's 20 transactions for the week. Each of them about 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes at most. So say, for example, now 20 times 10 minutes. Let's make it interesting. 10 minutes, right? That's 200 minutes divided by 60. You're working, oh my Jesus. You're working like less than an hour to make what someone's working the entire week. Like, I hate to put it to you guys like this. When you really invest in yourself and you literally start getting notary jobs, you will see your worth, and you will refuse to start going and clocking into someone's job and sitting there for 40 hours or more, because some people, they're the salary and they have to stay longer. You will see, once you see your worth, you will stop. I suggest start doing notary part-time. When you do notary, give it 120%. Do not expect to just be at home and your phone's going to ring. It will not happen. You need to market yourself. Social media, you need to definitely be on Google. Oh, and Bing as well. They normally, Google and Bing both will offer you like $100 or $150 the first time you do some ads. Leave the ads to last. Like, for example, let that be the last resort, ads. But just generically being on Google Maps, when someone types notary near me, do it on your phone right now. If you type in notary near me, you will see all the people that are there in your area and whether or not they're open. If you type notary near me and you see nothing but the UPS or a bank, you should be on that map. Like, you should be on that map. You don't even have to pay for advertising. And if you go ahead and put that service to be 24 hours, it's over, it's done. You're going to be on the first, list at the top without paying for ads. I don't know how else to put it. I do every single day. I will Google something. I will Google like how notary near me, tax preparer near me, because I'm also a tax preparer or tax pro. I will Google it just to see where I am on that list and who's on the list. And just remember, people don't like going to banks to do certain things. And the banks sometimes do not notarize certain documents. Banks are most definitely not going to marry anyone. But in Florida and in South Carolina, we can marry people as notaries. So there's a lot of different things that are out there that people don't know that they can do. People who want to get married, when I first started doing mobile notary, I wasn't marrying anybody in a venue. My first venue was actually one of my niece that was getting married. That was the first venue I did. Everything else, the venue was at the park, at the beach, people's homes, hospital. Yeah, I did marry someone at a hospital. I've been to a jail twice. Well, I have not been arrested. Let's clear that. But I've done notary jobs at the jail twice. Hated both of them. And so I didn't market at the jail because you have to be... I have to do another live and tell you guys about my experience notarizing in the jail. It's a story, okay? But yeah, there's a lot of things that you guys can do. Don't underestimate. This is another thing I hear notaries say all the time. I can only charge $5. How am I going to make money from that? You can only charge $5 to witness a signature. What about your travel? Oh, by the way, let's talk about that. Someone did ask me how I come up with fees. Okay. So my fees are set based on the distance that I have to travel and the time of day that I have to travel. So if it's daytime, daylight, normally if it's within like 5 miles, I will charge up to $20 or $25 for travel, right? If it's within 5 miles of my office. If it's over 5 miles, then I up it just a little bit, up to 10 miles. So I kind of have like different tiers that I use to charge for travel. And that's based on a two-way. Remember that when you travel to a customer, you're not just driving to them, you're driving back. So for example, a 5-mile trip to get to a customer is a 10-mile trip because you have to drive 5 miles to go, 5 miles to come back, right? So that's how I come up with my travel is I give it, I design the travel based on distance. Now be very careful because in some states they have a mileage rate that is set for notaries. I don't know some of them off the top of my head, but I know it's definitely in our group. Some states will set a per mile rate that you have to charge, like 25 cents or 50 cents or $5 plus 25 cents. Be sure that you know your state rule. Florida doesn't have that, so yippity-yay. I can charge for my travel. Another thing you can do is you can charge for after hours. You can charge for, after hour service if it's after 6 p.m. or, after 7 or whatever time you believe is after hours. Normally after hours is after everybody else is closed. So I would say after about 6 or 7 p.m. you can charge a fee for after hours. Don't make it extravagant. You can charge $10 or $15 or something like that. Don't make it like $50. Like, that's too much. Also, it is awesome and it's definitely recommended if you can get the hospitals, if you get hospitals on board and they say, yes, we're going to keep your cards, tell the hospitals that you'll give their patients flat rates. For example, if you go to a hospital within a certain distance, tell them like, okay, anyone who calls for notary service here, we're only going to charge them $15 for travel or $25 or $30 or $40 or whatever. So that way the patient knows that to have you come out, not to notarize, because you're going to charge for each acknowledgement based on your state limit. You let them, the hospital will say, oh, we have a notary that can come out to you. They charge $30 for travel, and they will take it. Okay, they've taken it plenty of times on my account. Like, a lot of times I get calls like that. So offer flat rates for, businesses, tattoo shops, things like that. Offer a flat fee because it will help you. All right. All right. You're so welcome, Linda. You're so welcome. You're very, very welcome. I tried to share as much, probably too much. I'm super, super duper excited, you guys. Please make sure if you're not a subscriber, you subscribe, turn on your notification alerts so whenever I come live, you can come on live. And if you have any questions, something you've seen, something you've heard, anything that's going on in the notary or tax world, please feel free to ask and I will most definitely answer for you. If I don't answer live, I will answer in the comments. I like to go back and read the comments after I do videos and go back and, thumbs up and respond to different people. Share the video with anyone that you think it may be helpful to. And also come back. I'm going to be posting a wealth of information during tax season. You guys, I'm going to be posting a lot because this tax season is going to be one of the crazy ones. I've been in the tax industry for several years now, over a decade, and I've seen a lot of things, but this year, I'm just not sure what this COVID thing is going to look like for everybody. So I'm a little concerned. So I will definitely be posting updates and I'll be doing live videos talking about taxes as the situation changes. The good news is, for those of you who are worried about stimulus, the good news is they currently have another bill on the table that they say they're confident is going to get past the Senate. And that's what we want. So I hope I'm not just here talking about it and then, next thing I go online and it goes, oh, the bill was approved, stimulus is coming. But I can tell you guys that I've been hearing a lot of chatter from different places that the stimulus payment should be coming sometime late October or November if an agreement is reached by the end of this week. So let's keep our fingers and toes crossed because I know everyone can use some extra cash right now. All right. Anyways, guys, I love coming on, talking to you guys. Again, let me just give a quick breakdown. I know I answered a lot of questions, talked about a lot of different things, but my main topic today was talking about your notary business startup cost. So the startup cost, again, is your notary commission, which runs from anywhere between $69 to $250, depending on your state. The second thing is going to be your notary supplies. I didn't talk too much about that. As a mobile notary, you basically just need a bag. You need a notary journal. And in some states, you need a fingerprint, a little fingerprint pad. I don't have mine over here, but you can buy them on Amazon. For the states that require a thumbprint, you can buy them on Amazon for like less than $10, a little thumbprint, and they last for a while. Also, you will need to have a good printer. I recommend that because sometimes when you go out and customers may have documents that you cannot stamp, you cannot notarize because it's not worded properly. It doesn't have the proper notary language. So you'll need what we call a notary certificate or loose leaf certificate. So I normally post links to those. So it's in my mentor platform. So, the people on the platform can go and print them and then they can carry them along. So if you go there and the client, you can't notarize you can't stamp on their document, you can always use the certificate, stamp on the certificate, and attach it to their document. All right. So stamp, commission, E&O insurance. If you want, E&O is errors and omissions insurance. You can choose coverage. Minimum coverage is $25,000, normally about $26 per year in most states. It's not required, but it's definitely recommended. Notary bond is included in most notary commissions. It's not very expensive. It usually runs for anywhere from $40 to $100 for your entire notary term if it's required in your state. So all in all, if you're becoming a notary, you can look to invest anywhere between $150 to about $500 depending on your state to start. I started out with $69, but that $69, well, actually when I added my stamp, because I wanted a self-inking stamp, that way I didn't have to put it on the little ink pad, you know, the old school ink pad, you touch the stamp on it, and then I didn't want a rubber stamp. Okay, I wanted the what is that thing called? The self-inking stamp. So that cost me an extra couple dollars, I think maybe $10. So I paid about $80 to get started, and that was it. But I'm in Florida, so if you're in another state, you want to check it out. I know South Carolina notary application is not very expensive, to be honest. It's $25. Like, what? $25. And they don't require a bond. There's a lot of states you're not required to do a lot of things in. Getting a notary commission is easy in some states. It's hard in other states, like Louisiana. It's a little hard. New York is a little hard, and California is a little hard. But all the other states, pretty much, it's not that hard to get a notary stamp. Ms. Coleman says, I totally agree. I'm a tax preparer, and there will be twists and turns, and hopefully the next wave of EIPs will move forward for the yes, definitely. There's so much happening, and for the people who are on unemployment, I am literally like scared for them, because they gave them that huge boost of $600 extra, and I hope they've been paying taxes from it, because unemployment is definitely taxable in most cases. So if you're one of those people that are on unemployment compensation, please have them withhold federal tax. Unemployment is taxable in most cases, and in most states it's taxable on state, and also some cases on state and federal level. So you don't want to get, you know, $15,000, $20,000 worth of free money and pay zero tax on it, because at the end of the year, it's going to either eat away a chunk of your refund or credit, or it's going to have you owing taxes even if you've never owed taxes before. So be careful with that. All right, guys. So that's basically all you require. I'm going to do a live video and show you guys what's inside of my notary bag. Yep, a lot of people have asked me, like, Shiga, what's in your bag? What do you go out with as a mobile notary? I will show you guys exactly what's in my bag, including protection. No, I don't. It's not a firearm. Don't freak out like, oh my gosh, she carrying the heat. No, no, I'm not saying you can't, to each his own, but I will show you guys what's in my bag. What do I use? What do I feel, you know, comfortable with having in my notary bag? I will do a live video and show you guys that. All right. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Definitely share, turn on your like the videos, turn on your notification alerts. I will be back, and I'll be giving you guys more information, as I mentioned, notary and tax, as the year progresses. All right. Any more questions, guys? Anything else you want me to go over before I go tonight? Anything at all you want to ask? Peppermint Tea says, great info. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Yes, thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. And I will see you guys in my next live. So if you have your notification alerts on, I usually schedule my lives ahead of time, you know, so you will see when the next live will be coming up. All right, guys. So you guys have a wonderful night. All my new notaries, congratulations, and come on with me on this journey. Trust me, you will not believe some of the things you're going to come across, and I'm excited for you. Just be sure that you're putting time and effort into building your brand and to building your business, and try to expand your knowledge every opportunity that you get. Google is definitely your best friend. Google every and anything. You'll be surprised some of the things you'll get a response to. All right, guys. See you guys next time. You guys be safe. Stay safe out there. Have a blessed night.